8 of the most hyped NBA 2020 draft prospects. Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribed to enter this month's shoutout giveaway. Number 1. Lamellar Ball, Illawarra Hawks.
Relative ease. Ball!
There are a few more polarizing prospects in this class than Ball. It's impossible to overlook his talent with the way he sees the court and navigates it, which just stops him all in his class. All that combination suggests his game is tailor-made to succeed in the space and pace heavy NBA, where his feel, vision, and creation abilities will come to light. But the red flags are equally as glaring. From his diminutive frame, he's 6'7", but a listed 181 pounds, and quite clearly needs to add muscle. To his shooting struggles, 25% from 3-point range in the NBL, there's reason to believe I should tap my brakes a bit here, but I just fueled up and hit the accelerator. As he grows into the frame and develops as a shooter, he has a chance to be a superstar of his class. Number 2. Anthony Edwards, Georgia.
But you're not going to complain. Throw it down big time. Right here, crossover, no rotation whatsoever.
Like Ball, Edwards is a divisive prospect with incredible tools mixed in with some imperfections. On one hand, he's an explosive athlete and a leaper who can create his own shot at a high level. With the physical tools, team prioritized in a modern day guard or wing. On the other hand, putting it all together effectively and efficiently may be years away from taking shape, if ever. He was an inefficient volume scorer at Georgia on a bad team, and his shot selection was not great. Even with all the physical gifts, some evaluators see him as a good stats bad team type project who needs to develop significantly as a decision maker if he's going to max out his potential. The fit and situation he enters will be key to his success. Despite all of that, the positives and the upside will outweigh many of the negatives as teams evaluate him. There are simply too many tools to pass on, and teams always believe, no matter the imperfections, they are correctable. Plus, he doesn't turn 19 years old till August, making him one of the youngest and most explosive athletes in the entire class. In this draft especially, where star power is at a premium, all of that should make Edwards one of the most tantalizing prospects in the draft. Number 3. James Wiseman, Memphis.
Zelton Steed and Keith Patterson. Quickly inside to Wiseman for the first bucket of the season. Early on, South.
Here's the deal with Wiseman. There seems to be a Wiseman fatigue. He was hyped up for months after signing with Memphis as the #1 recruit, only to play in just 3 collegiate games before bowing out amid an NCAA scandal, putting a wet blanket on a hype machine that was the 2019 college hoops offseason. In the end, we never really got to see him become the superstar we thought he'd be. That shouldn't preclude us from buying the hype that's trailed him throughout his high school and college career, though. We're talking about a 7'1" center with a 7'6" wingspan who can run the floor well, operate in the pick and roll, and clean up around the rim on both ends, as both a lob finisher and a shot blocker. The value of big men in the NBA is decreasing year by year, but a center with Wiseman's physical tools and size don't come around every year. Number 4. Obi Toppin, Dayton.
But number 1 in white, Obi Toppin with the ball. He's going to draw a lot of attention from Georgia, but he scores the first bucket of the game.
Toppin, the reigning Naismith National Player of the Year from Dayton, is an athletic vortex. He sucks you in with his high-flying antics but keeps you coming back with his skill and versatility. That's what NBA teams will love about his game, and why he'll almost certainly be a top 10 pick. Defensively, don't think there's any question he will struggle. He has a hard time moving laterally and probably won't be able to defend much, if any, on the perimeter. But his scoring threat and ability to act as a versatile offensive weapon who can drill 3-pointers, pass out of the short roll, and finish lobs is going to have an instant impact for a team in need of frontcourt help. Playing above the rim the way he does is going to make him one of the most thrilling watches in the NBA right away. Number 5. Killian Hayes, France. There's nothing flashy about Hayes in particular. He's an average athlete with no real bounce who can't quite blow past defenders with speed. Yet everything he does well. From reading to reacting on the fly, making plays for himself and for others, and scoring at every level, he feels like one of the safest gambles among lottery prospects this year. And he's not even 19 years old. Hayes' game has really evolved offensively over the last year too. He's always been an incredible passer with a good touch around the rim, but he's improved his consistency from outside and added some tools, like a Harden-esque step back, to his arsenal to make him even more difficult to defend. Number 6. Aaron Nesmith, Vanderbilt. There's endless value in the modern NBA in wings who can score it, and oh boy. Can Nesmith do that? Before a season-ending injury, last season, he was leading the SEC in scoring, averaging 52.2% from the three-point line, and check how he compared nationally as a shooter per synergy. 95th percentile as a spot-up shooter, 97th percentile off screens, 96th percentile off handoffs. The array in which Nesmith can score is as impressive as the volume in which he can fill it up. He's the best shooter in the 2020 NBA draft class, and despite limitations he may have right now as a pure creator, the skill of scoring should carry him far. Number 7. Cole Anthony, North Carolina. Anthony was the all-everything initiating presence for an underwhelming North Carolina team short on talent last season, a role that masked his real potential as a spark plug scorer who can catalyze an offense. The Tar Heels product fits the archetype of a score-first lead guard who can capably quarterback an offense, but will really thrive as a scorer in the NBA. Just how prosperous he'll be in that role, however, is subject to a variety of debate. Some see him as a potential combo guard worthy of a top 10 pick, given his scoring upside. Others as a lethal bench scorer who can add value in a smaller role, and not much else. If he develops into more of the former, he could become a star. Aleksey Pokuszewski, Serbia. Serbian big man Pokuszewski is cloaked in mystery, having been stowed away last season on Olympiacos B team, and because of that, his exposure has been minimal, making his draft stock even more difficult to parse since the pre-draft process has effectively been stalled. But there's no mystery, NBA teams are going to see a 7-footer who, while skinny as a twig, moves like a forward and shoots like one too. He's raw, sure, and skinny, yes, but he's also brimming with potential. For the right team willing to invest in his physical and on-court development, it could be a major success story down the road. And this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.